Welcome to Walkers in August Yoga. Tonight's flow is a body flow working from head to toe that includes breathing and movement, and it's also a ladder flow. And if you haven't practiced a ladder flow before, that's A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, etc. Building and adding on one pose to create a ladder. A ladder flow is a great opportunity to practice discipline, returning to the movements, having the discipline to keep going, and adding on one by one. It's also a great time to find dynamic movement. You can anticipate your next motion and add some dynamic flow, settle into the posture, and come into your own flow. Let's begin tonight with breathing. Find your comfortable seat. You might want to be seated up on a pillow or maybe up on some blocks. Adjusting your seat from side to side. Getting out any wiggles from the day. Palms down to begin. And cross the opposite ankle in front. If you normally have your right arm front like me, you can put your left ankle in front and leave some space in between your two ankles so your feet don't fall asleep on you as you meditate. Getting settled, some big inhales and exhales. And the type of pranayama that we'll do tonight is breathing for focus. We'll breathe in and out through the nose, and we'll fill on our inhale our belly, our ribs, and our heart. And then release, exhale through the nose. Filling belly, ribs, heart, exhale through the nose. And articulating those three respiratory centers in our body allows us to really come into our focus and increases our awareness and energy on the inhale. And then the exhale, releasing us down. This is for focused energy and attention. Let's begin with a deep inhale and a full exhale. And then we'll try our breathing together. Breathing in, feeling your belly, your ribs, and your heart. And then exhale. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart, and exhale. Inhale, fill your belly, your ribs, and your heart. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, fill belly, fill your ribs, fill your heart, and exhale. Last time, inhale, fill your belly, fill your ribs, and fill your heart, and exhale. Exhale out all the air. Returning to your natural inhales and exhales. Our pranayama for focus give us energy on our inhales, and we were engaging our different respiratory muscles. If Ujjayi breathing is in your practice, you can come into that right now. That's continuing the nasal breathing in and out through your nose, creating some internal heat, and constricting your throat just a little bit to control your exhales for that nice even and steady breath. And for your practice, you can always come back to your breathing to recenter you and find your focus once again. Let's start flowing. Move any props to the side that you may have had with you, and I'll meet you in a child's pose. Tuck your toes under, if possible, in a child's pose and toe crunch here. Don't forget about those little pinky toes, bringing those out from the side. And you can always place a block underneath your forehead for support. In our child's pose, arms are reaching forward, fingers spread out wide on the mat, and hips sinking back to our heels. Really melting into the posture. Another big inhale. And a full exhale out. Now is a great time to come into your intention for your practice. Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to someone. Could be yourself. Maybe there's something you're looking to gain or something you'd like to leave behind. And the intention that I will offer you for today is that through discipline, we can find a dynamic life. Through the discipline of different routines that we put in place and the rhythm of our life, we can come into a dynamic flow, creating space for ourselves. Think about where you're looking for more discipline, or maybe where you're looking for more dynamic movement in your life. Knowing that all things are possible. On your next inhale, come up onto all fours in a tabletop. Rocking your hips from side to side here. You can release your toes down if that's more comfortable for you. Hips from side to side. Then find your neutral spine, and we'll move into some cat-cows. Big inhale, coming into cow posture, gazing forward. And exhale, tucking your tail into a cat. Big inhale, cow, filling your belly with air. And exhale, cat, squeezing out all of your air. One more together. Inhale, cow, pulling your chest through. And exhale, cat, pushing down with your hands to create a nice arch in your spine. Now let's find a neutral spine and gaze over our right shoulders, finding our right toes, and feeling lengthening along our left side body. Big inhale, go just another inch, and exhale back to center. Inhale, looking over your left shoulder to your left toes, feeling expansion in your right side body. Big inhale, go just another inch, and exhale back to center. On your neutral tabletop, wrists can come in toward one another, fingers toward the outside of your mat, and rocking from side to side, shifting your weight. Noticing how when you shift your weight, you get more of a stretch. And knowing that you're always in control of how activated your practice is. If you want to stay right in the middle, that's perfect. Or if you really want to lean over, getting a nice opening in your wrist, perfect for you too. You can also use a wrist wedge or a mat rolled up to relieve some pressure from your wrists. Another way to relieve pressure from your wrists is coming onto your fists or always your forearms. Forearms are a nice option to take pressure off our shoulders and our wrists. Coming back into our neutral tabletop, sliding your hands forward and dipping your hips down into a high cobra. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Hands are by your sides, fingers forward, elbows pointing backward. We'll take 3 cobra lifts together. Inhale, pressing up with your hands, chest lifts, gaze upward. Exhale, releasing back down. Inhale, press up, engage your glutes. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up one more time into a cobra. Notice your lower back here. How does this height feel for you? Maybe you want to be halfway down. To relieve some pressure from your lower back, come into a sphinx on your forearms. When you're in a sphinx, notice the difference between activated and inactive. Inactive, more relaxed. Active, pulling back your forearms as you push forward your chest. Very active, making your legs active, engaging your muscles so much that maybe your knees lift off the ground. In each pose, you can choose how active or inactive it is. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, release back down to the mat once again. Hands are by your side, elbows pointing backward. Inhale, pressing up into cobra once again, and palms come to the front corners of the mat in a seal posture. Notice your lower back here. How does this feel for you? You have the tools to relieve the pressure by lowering onto forearms. You can do that all throughout your vinyasa. As we say up dog or cobra, you can choose the height that feels good for you. Lifting up into seal once again. Walking your hands in, coming into tabletop, and then arching your spine back into child's pose. Big inhales, big exhales, returning to your intention. Big inhale, and big release exhale. And we will begin our ladder flow, building together with dynamic discipline. Inhale, rise up to tabletop. Exhale, dropping your hips into our up dog, gazing upward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose, toes tucked. And then inhale, lifting up into a down dog. First down dog of this practice, pedal out your feet. Shifting from side to side. Tuck of the navel, tuck of the chin. Hands pressing down and forward. Again, to relieve any pressure from the shoulders or wrists, you can come onto your forearms in a down dog. That's called dolphin pose. A great posture for building strength. Big inhale. On your next exhale, stepping your right foot forward, left foot plants, and with control, rise up into a warrior one on the right side. Our checkpoints. The front knee is coming into a 90-degree angle. Hips and shoulders and chest are energetically moving forward, finding expression in your arms and hands. And back foot is pressing back. Big inhale, gaze up. Exhale, planting your hands to the ground. Right foot comes back. Drop your hips in a cobra. Coming through tabletop to child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, tuck your toes and rise up to a down dog. Exhale, left toes behind left wrist, right foot plants. Rise up into warrior one on the left side. Go through your checkpoints, hips and shoulders, left knee 90 degrees, expression in your hands. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Left foot comes back. Dropping your hips in a cobra. Coming through tabletop and exhaling into child's pose with our tucked toes. Big inhale and exhale. That was our first rung of the ladder. That was our A. And now we will build from that, A, B. Big inhale to prepare and exhale, release out. Inhale, tuck your toes, rise up into down dog. Exhale, right toes behind right wrist. Left foot plants, coming into warrior one on the right side. Big inhale, lift chest. Exhale, expand arms to a T. Legs straighten, coming into triangle pose on the right side. Right toes are pointed forward, right hand is pointed forward. Hips and shoulders are moving toward the long side of your mat. Both feet are planted on the ground. Inhale, reaching your right hand forward as far as it can go, and then dropping that hand to your calf, the floor, or block. Left arm expands upward and gazing toward the left hand. Pressing down with both feet, becoming light on that bottom right hand. Gazing up toward your left hand and allowing your chest to spiral open. And sometimes our top hand can float off in different directions. Really look for that T alignment, that straight line from hand to hand. Inhale, full expression. Exhale, release down. Hands frame the right foot. Right foot comes back. Drop your hips in cobra. Move through tabletop, down to child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, tuck your toes, rise up to down dog. Exhale, left toes behind left wrist. Right foot plants, rising up into warrior one on the left side. Big inhale, gazing up. Exhale, arms to a T, preparing for triangle pose on the left side. Left toes and hand pointed forward. Right foot planted and pointed to 45 degrees. Hips and shoulders facing the long side of your mat. Big inhale, reaching the left arm over as far as you can. And then allowing your left hand to come to the floor or a block. Right arm lifts, becoming light in that left hand. And looking for that long T shape from hand to hand. Big inhale, reach up as far as you can. Exhale, hands frame the front left foot. Left foot comes back to right. Drop your hips, cobra. Through tabletop to child's pose. Inhales and exhales. You can untuck your toes if that feels better for you. That was A, B, and now we'll add C, our third posture, to our ladder flow. Tucking your toes to prepare to lift. Big inhale, lift up into down dog. Exhale, right toes behind right wrist. Left foot plants. Rise up, warrior one on the right side. Big inhale. Exhale, open arms to a T. Inhale, reach over. Find child's pose on the right side. Big inhale. Big exhale. Next inhale, rise up, arms open wide. Exhale, revolving your feet. Now left toes are pointed to the back of the mat and coming into warrior two on the left side. In warrior two, that front left knee will be bent at a 90-degree angle. Staring over the middle finger of your left hand, checking back at your right hand, making sure you're creating a nice T shape here. Big inhale. Exhale, coming into goddess pose, opening to the long side of your mat, maybe moving from side to side here. Feeling that in your quads and your glutes. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, hands frame the front right foot. Right foot comes back. Lower down, hips, cobra, tabletop, child's pose. Beautiful. Starting to see the flow. to see the discipline of adding on one pose at a time and finding space for dynamic movement to express yourself. Big inhale, tuck your toes, rise up, down dog. Exhale, left toes behind left wrist, right foot plants. Rise up, warrior one on the left side. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, arms open, finding triangle pose on the left side. Reaching your left arm as far as you can. And then spilling over, finding the block and expression in your triangle, gazing toward the top hand. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, arms come to a T and revolving to the back of your mat for warrior two on the right side. Right foot coming into a 90-degree angle, gazing over the middle finger of your right hand, checking that left hand behind you to make sure you're aligned. And pressing down with both feet, engaging your legs. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, goddess toward the other side of your mat. Maybe this time you move up and down in your goddess. Feeling strong quads, strong back, arm expression. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, revolve to the front of your mat. Hands frame your left foot. Left foot comes back. Lower hips in cobra. Through tabletop to child's pose. Beautiful. That was A plus B plus C. Settling back into your intention. Coming back to your even breathing. Big inhale. Big exhale. Massaging forehead against the mat. And preparing to add on one more posture. Tucking toes, inhale, lift hips in a down dog. Exhale, right toes behind right wrist. Rising up, warrior one on the right side. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, reaching, arms wide. Inhale, right arm reaches forward as far as you can. And then spilling down, maybe finding a block for triangle pose on the right side. Big inhale. Exhale, arms to a T. Revolving to the back of your mat, finding warrior two on the left side. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, left elbow comes to left knee, into side angle posture on the left side. Our checkpoints here. Pressing back with the right foot, finding that knife edge. Coming into the right degree angle in the left knee, left leg. Engaging your abs, maybe you can lift that left elbow. Maybe you reach for that beach ball. All the while spiraling your chest open. Maybe you find a bind, the left arm drops, right arm up and over, binding behind. Option to lift up in Bird of Paradise by stepping your right foot to the center of your mat and rising with control. Wherever you are right where you're supposed to be. Big inhale. Exhale, release down. Finding side angle posture once again. Inhale, full expression. Exhale, finding goddess. Maybe now you bind your arms behind your back, sitting down in your goddess. Big inhale. Exhale, revolve to the front of your mat. Plant your hands to frame your right foot. Right foot comes back. Drop hips, cobra. Enjoy that back bend. Moving through tabletop, back to child's pose. Big inhales. Big exhales. Next inhale, tuck your toes, rise up to down dog. Exhale, left toes behind left wrist. Right foot plants, coming into warrior one on the left side. Big inhale, lift chest. Exhale, arms expand. Right foot plants. Inhale, reaching left hand forward as far as you can. And then exhale, open your arms to a T. Left hand comes to block. Gazing up toward the top right hand in your triangle posture. Chest spiraling open. Big inhale. Exhale, arms back to a T, standing. Feet revolve to the back of your mat in warrior two on the right side. Big inhale. Exhale, right elbow down to right knee, finding that long diagonal line, chest spiraling open. Pressing back with the knife edge of your left foot. Variations here. Engaging your abs, lifting your elbow. Holding that beach ball out in front of you. You can drop your right arm. Left arm reaches up and over, binding behind you. Left foot can step in, and you can rise into a bird of paradise. Perfect wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Back in your side angle posture. Inhale, full expression. Exhale, release, goddess. Now in your goddess posture, sink as deep as you can. Toes are pointing out to the side. Really sitting down, lower, coming up, lower, lower, lower. Hands to prayer. Almost like a yogi squat. This is coming more into a horse posture. Maybe a little lower. Keep that back straight. Inhale, press up. Exhale, revolve to the front of your mat. Hands frame your left foot. Left toes come back. Drop hips, cobra. Through tabletop to child's pose. You can pitter-patter out your feet. That might feel good after all the toe crunchers. Coming back into your intention, your breathing. We will add on 2 more postures to our ladder flow. You can do it. Inhale and exhale to prepare, anticipating by tucking your toes. After your next exhale, inhale, lift hips, down dog. Exhale, right toes behind right wrist. Left foot plants, warrior one on the right side. Open up arms to triangle. Reach forward. Triangle pose on the right side. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Warrior two on the left side. Big inhale. Exhale. Elbow to knee, side angle posture. Big inhale. Exhale, revolving to the back of your mat. Warrior one on the left side. Pressing back with your right foot. Sinking deeper. Rising from your foundation. Big inhale. Exhale, goddess. This time for goddess, maybe feet are a little bit closer and you come up, woo, onto your tippy toes. Maybe one at a time, maybe right, and then left. Maybe you try both. And arms up overhead, creating a steeple with your fingers. Big inhale, press up. And exhale, revolve to the front of your mat. Hands frame your right foot comes back. Drop hips, cobra, tabletop, and child's pose. Big inhales and exhales. One more to prepare. Big inhale, filling your belly, your chest, and your heart. And exhale, release. Tuck toes, inhale, lift hips, down dog. Exhale, left toes behind left wrist. Rise up, warrior one. Inhale, exhale, arms expand. Find your triangle posture. Big inhale, exhale, warrior two, revolving to the back of your mat. You can do it. Big inhale, exhale, right elbow to right knee, side angle posture, chest spirals open. Big inhale, exhale, revolving to the back of your mat. Warrior one, maybe steeple your hands. Finding calm and power in this warrior posture. Big inhale, lift chest. Exhale, goddess. This time let's move from side to side with a little dip in the middle. And then lifting our toes. We'll advance here a little. Goddess Skandasana. Inhale, maybe you come up on both heels, lifting both sets of toes. Back bend. Exhale, revolve front of the mat, hands frame the left foot. Left foot comes back. Drop hips, cobra. Through tabletop. Through your child's pose. We have one more asana, one more move to add to our ladder. Acknowledge the discipline that it takes to climb this ladder, to move through the postures. And which space do you feel more comfortable in? Do you prefer the discipline or the dynamic movement? The times when you're told exactly what to do, or the times you have freedom to play? Both are essential to our practice. Maybe rolling your forehead on the mat back and forth. Any other movements you'd like to do to prepare for our final rung of the ladder? Together, a big inhale and a full exhale. Hands planted, tuck toes. Inhale, lift hips, down dog. Exhale, right toes to right wrist. Rise up, warrior one on the right side. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, open arms, triangle pose on the right side. Big inhale, exhale, warrior two on the left side. Big inhale, exhale, side angle posture. Big inhale, exhale, revolve, warrior one. Find hands behind your back. Inhale, lift chest. With the left knee bent, exhale, fold over into that space. To the right of your left leg, finding a humble warrior posture. Arms come up and over your head. Left foot and right foot are both planted. Left knee at 90 degrees. Gazing down and behind you. Finding a humble, bowing posture. And feeling a stretch, especially in our right leg. Breathing deeply here, enjoying the stretch. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin and straighten. Opening to the side, hands are still bound behind you. Big inhale, lift to chest. Exhale, straight spine, Prasarita C. Tuck of chin, arms come up and overhead. Feet planted, toes out to the side. You can bend your knees, but they're moving towards straight. Back is flat. Lifting your chest, arms are moving up and over your head, but not so you feel pain or strain. Filling your belly. Next full inhale. Exhale, tuck chin, pressing down with your feet. Rise up to standing. Pause here if you feel dizzy. Inhale. Exhale, revolving to the front of your mat. Hands frame the right foot. Right foot comes back. Drop hips, cobra. Wiggle back and forth in this back bend. Slight bend of the elbows. Through tabletop, cat back. And down to child's. We'll repeat that flow on our left side. You know what's coming. And you know that now we're moving more breath to movement. And you go through that mental checklist for each posture. What do I need to do? What am I looking for? Not looking for perfection, but more for alignment and safety in our bodies. Feeling powerful and centered. Big inhale and full exhale. Tucking toes, inhale, lift, down dog. Left toes behind left wrist, warrior one on the left side. Big inhale, exhale, arms open, triangle pose on the left side. Big inhale, exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. Big inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, side angle posture, chest spirals open. Big inhale, exhale, revolve to the back of your mat, warrior one on the left side. Big inhale, exhale, bind your hands behind you, the opposite bind. The one that feels a little more weird. Right knee in a 90-degree angle. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, pressing back and down with your left leg. Flat back. Arms come up and over, waking up the spine. Humble warrior on the right side. Big inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale, tuck your chin, pressing down, especially with that front right foot for control to rise up. Big inhale, fill your chest. Exhale, revolving to the long side of your mat. Heels coming in toward each other, toes out to the side, straight legs. Release the bind so arms come out to a T. Big inhale, chest up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, straight spine. Peace fingers go to grab your big toes. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fold. Bending your knees generously here, almost at a 90-degree angle. And then once you have that straight spine, pulling up with your hands as you press down with your feet, and legs can come to straighten just a little bit, finding length. Prasarita D. Big inhale, lift off with your hands, straighten spine. Exhale, tuck your chin, rise up, arms to a T. Find your moment to settle if you're a little dizzy. Big inhale. Exhale, revolve to the front of your mat. Hands plant to frame the left foot. Left foot comes back. Hips sink. Cobra. Tabletop. Child's pose. You all did it. We completed our ladder flow with dynamic discipline. And now we will move into some restorative postures. From your child's pose, inhale, come up through tabletop, and then swing your feet around, or you could jump through if you like. Wide-legged stretch, creating a V with your legs, wiggling to get yourself into place, toes to the sky. And breathe here for a moment. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale with a straight spine. Use your fingers to walk yourself forward. Inhale, lift chest. And then exhale, come down onto forearms. Gentle tuck of the chin. Feeling a nice stretch in our inner leg and lengthening from our lower back. Flexed feet, toes active toward the sky. Big inhale, and exhale, lift off of forearms and hands, walk you back to a seat. Shifting over, hands frame the right thigh, and the left sit bone can lift. Toes still active. Inhale, lift chest, and exhale, come onto forearms. You can use blocks. And chest lowers over the right leg. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Big inhale. And then tuck your chin and walk yourself back up to a seat. Neutral center once again. And then shifting over to the left side, hands frame the left leg. You can use blocks. Right sit bone lifts. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, coming onto forearms, toes active to the sky. Feeling lengthening along our left leg. And in a gentle twist. Big inhale. And exhale, release. Coming back to center. Beautiful, everyone. In a Baddha Konasana here, feet come together like a butterfly posture, bound angle posture. And for some support, you can place your blocks underneath your knees. I have them on the highest setting here, which is nice. I generally have pretty open hips, so it feels great for me to have that support here, so I don't overextend. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, first come down straight over your butterfly with that straight spine. Acknowledging what does it feel like to be in a straight spine, and then allow yourself to fold and round over. And you choose the intensity of this stretch by how far away or how close your feet are toward you. If your heels are in closer to your seat, you'll get an intense stretch. And the farther they are away, the more open and loose that opening and stretch will be. So finding what feels good for you right in the middle. Acknowledging your edge and backing off from any pain. This should feel like a good release in the lower back and hips. Breathing into it. Inhale, maybe lift up just a tiny bit, and exhale, sink even lower. big inhale here. And full exhale. Tuck your chin and rise up. Removing your blocks. And then sinking onto your back. We'll come into some bridge postures, knees to the sky, feet planted, hands on either side of your body. Gently tuck your shoulder blades under so your chest is lifted. Big inhale. Exhale, press down with your feet and hands and lift your seat, engaging your glutes. Tuck of navel. Tuck of chin. Feeling your belly rise and fall, noticing your belly breaths. Big inhale, and then exhale, releasing down with control. For our second bridge, you can repeat the first, or if it's comfortable for you, rolling your shoulder blades under and clasping your hands behind you. Lifting up into your bridge, pressing down with your feet actively. Make sure you can still swallow or hum, and that your neck is open passageway. Press down with your feet, engage your glutes, and see if you can rise just a few inches higher. Still looking for that deep belly breathing. Big inhale, full expression. And exhale, release down, releasing your shoulders from being bound underneath you. A few breaths to settle in between. You can repeat either one of the first two, or for our last back bend here, I will cue a wheel posture. Arms go up and overhead, fingers coming in, pointing, touching your shoulders. And then you'll press down with your hands and feet. Some people feel pain if they go into a full wheel, so experimenting, maybe first lifting your hips. And then as it feels comfortable, pressing down with your hands. And then again, active, inactive, what feels good for you here. Maybe you come up on toes. Inhale, full expression. Exhale, release down with care, using the strength of your arms, especially around your neck. Feet rise toward the ceiling, hands beneath your seat to balance you. Point and flex your feet, maybe crinkle your toes. Find a little movement in your legs. You can stay just where you are or lift up into shoulder stand if you like. For shoulder stand, you can prepare by tucking your shoulder blades beneath you. And then you kick your legs up to the sky. And I like to put my thumbs underneath my hip bones for support. Maybe feet go up and overhead. Toes toward the ground in a plow posture. Again, binding your hands underneath you. Knees can come in toward eyes or ears. To come out of shoulder stand, take your time and gently lay down your spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Hugging knees in, rocking from side to side, and then eventually rolling like a ball to your seat. be here for just a beat in a seated posture. Visualizing the practice, the flow, the dynamic movement, the discipline, and offering gratitude to yourself. From this space, you can sink back into your Shavasana, stretching long on your mat. Staying here for 5, 10, 15 minutes or longer. Allowing yourself to rest energetically, spiritually, and physically, soaking in the benefits of your practice. Any final movements that you'd like to do, maybe a happy baby, rolling from side to side. Maybe a Supta Baddha Konasana with your feet together, that butterfly posture, recline. And wherever you are, giving yourself permission to find rest. And know that when you focus and you're disciplined, you also have room to play. Always a sincere practice, sincere pleasure to practice with you. Namaste.